So it's a colleague of yours, a Bulgarian professor in the United States, University of Cincinnati, and our friend Ivan Dinev Ivanov. So he asks how life is these days in Irpin. To what extent is life back to normal? What percentage of people are back in Irpin after the withdrawal of Russian troops?
Thank you. Thank you to my colleague for this question. We have three steps recovery from this first period of this scale attack and invasion. The first period of recovery in Irpin became and started in May. And it was something horrible. When we came back, it is the beginning of summer. I was afraid that I could not survive here. I was afraid for my family, for food provision, for water, for gas, for electricity. But all these conveniences for that period of time in summer we had. And it was almost okay. And I could deliver my classes in Kyiv because I work in Kyiv. And it was a good logistics for this period of time. But we have air attack and some other threats, real threats, not potential. And in autumn, we have much more recovery, reconstruction. And as a mayor said, that percentage of people who came back was almost 50%, but we have additional 25%. They calculated this percentage with their approaches on mayor level. 25% of inner migrants. And for today, the city is full of people, both the inhabitants of Irpin, like me, and inner migrants. And the population is about 80%, maybe 85% from the population at the beginning of the war. And I'm really glad, not happy, but glad. We have all conveniences in our city. We have reconstruction because the Irpin was the city of broken windows. No one flat and no one building. And just a minute, let me show you.
Of course.
And when we came back, we find a lot of this. It is from bombs, and it was like seeds. And we have for memory in our apartment, in our flat. And for this period of time, the government, with the international support, they reconstructed almost all windows. And we have some cities and mobile cities for people who lost the apartment, their flats, and there are a lot of them. And the very serious period of time for us was blackout. In Irpin, it started at the end of October. And for the end of October, for November, for December, for January, we had something that no one normal, ordinary man or women could could live with. We didn't have water, we didn't have gas, we didn't have electricity, we didn't have telephone and internet connection. We provided our apartments with some devices. Now we are happy, we are glad that we are skilled with all our devices, new conveniences. And I think that for modern world, I don't mean Ukrainian. Maybe it is different countries in the world with some devices and new technologies that could support us people to survive, to overcome some disconveniences and inconveniences, uh, and to stay safe. But now we're not safe because we have air attack every day. Maybe for Kiev and Kiev region, we have in my telephone, but we adapted for the situation, like in Israel. Uh, we monitor the situation. We know the potential threats and real threats. We can differ these threats. We have shelters. We have some programs proceedings. And my classes and my lecture last week with my students in Kiev Mahila Academy, I deliver classes in the shelter. It is the shelter for music room. We have a piano, but we have connection, and we have some online and offline format. Some of my students were distantly, and they joined our classes and our lectures, and some of them were five of us were with me, and I could deliver classes. We adapted. We are strong.
Well said. We adapted.
Yes. Yes.